Right. So, present value of year 3's cash flows. Now, follow me carefully. Year 3 is how much? That will be 1 million, right? Times 1 over 1.12 exponential by 3. So, what we got? 711,780. Are we done? No. Because we are told that after year 3, dividends will grow at what percentage? 3. So we need to find the dividend after year 3. So dividend after year 3 will be equal to the year 3 dividend, okay, into bracket 1 plus j over ke minus j. Sounds good? That is the formula. To find the dividend after year 3, it will be year 3's dividend 1 plus j over what? Ke minus j. Hence, it will become 1,000 out, 1 plus, what's the growth rate? 0.03 over ke. 0.12 minus 0.03. What do we have? Of a baby.
That's what I did. My value of business is actually
11,000.
That's third figure.
Yes.
Actually, this one.
Yes.
Okay. 11,000. 11 million.
444,444.
Okay. Now look at it carefully. So this is the dividend after year 3, but we need to discount this into present values. Do you understand? Because we found present value for year 2 cash. So this one.
Yes,
Right. Okay. Now that you know that once are there. Okay, so listen carefully. We've discounted the year 2's cash flow to get present value. Year 3 cash flow ISR. Now, since you have dividend of year 3 and above, right? But it is not in present value. So we need to also bring it into what? Present value. So if we bring it to present value, so present value of dividend after year 3 will be what? 11,444,444 times 1 over 1.12 exponent what? 3. What do we have? 8 million 145,929. So, putting that in perspective, the value of the company using the dividend valuation. So, value of the company will be equal to this figure plus this figure plus this figure. We are done. In this case, yes. In this case, it will be the present values when we add them together. So you add this, you add this, you add this. We are adding 1, 2, 3. Set way present value here. 9 million. 9,256,000. Okay, that's it. That's it. So approximately we can say $9.3 million. When we use the PE ratio, what did we get? 80 million. Now we are only 9.3. We are discounting, taking into consideration the group. So that is the answer to the question. Okay, that's the answer to the question. So Rose, as you said, you were doing this, and so you value the business at 6 million. No, at this 4 million. Are they are forecast? No. 11. Just one continue. So that is the idea about calculating the dividend. So
my value of business was this. What's the 1 million 1 plus? Yes, but I think some continue. So I had 11 million.
Okay, so this was your value. It means you didn't consider these two guys, and you didn't discount it. So that's the thing. You have anytime there is forecast. So the principle is this: anytime there is forecast of dividends, and the examiner says use the dividend valuation module to value the business, then you just discount all those dividends into present value, and that gives you the value of the business. Now, so in calculating the weighted average of the tax cost, we have our work here, current. So let's put the preambles up. So current.
The questions are in 2 parts.
Yes. So the current weighted average cost, and then the weighted average cost after the issue. What's the capital structure analysis? Are you getting it? So with the current one, VE is what? 75 mil, or just 75. VD is what? 25. KE is what? 12%. What we calculated, right? And then KD is what? That is what I said. It will now be KD after tax. So now it will be 5%. 1 minus, what was the tax rate in the question? 0.2. So even here, 4%. Confirm. Say I'm from 40 or money. So let's go. WACC will now be equal to VE. 75 over 100 times 12% plus bracket open 25 over 100 times what? 4%. Can I have an answer, please? So this is how we can find 10%. After tax.
Yes, I guess.
So that is the current WACC. Now look at what's going to happen. In II, we will look at the new WACC when the capital structure of the company changes. Okay? Now under the new WACC, what is happening? Now, VE is what? 60. VD is 40. KE. KE cannot be 12 again because we are told that beta has changed from 1.6 to what? 2. So we need to find a new KE, which is actually the camp. Okay? So that will be risk-free rate is still 4%. Our beta is now 2 into bracket and the risk premium of 5%. So can I have an answer, please?
14.
So 14%. So KE is 14%. Then KD. We are told that for the issue, now the before tax is what? 6%. So after tax will be what? 6%, 1 minus 0.2. What do we have? 4.8%. How we are saying this thing is not difficult. If you follow it, it's just sweet. In the way it's
Yes,
smooth.
I'm putting a lot of English.
It was confusing. When I first read, I was looking for the VE. I was confused that no, I've been given, first I took it as KE and KD. Then I realized that no, I've been given figures to calculate KE. So that is why I did it last. I told you that I've not done it.
So that is why
I can take my time and read.
that's why when I was teaching you, I made that statement. That even the revision, I mentioned that if capital structure is like this, you see that some statements I made that are critical.
It was later that I saw cost of debt.
Then you realize that KD2 is
I
there.
realized that, so the 75, 85 is.
You'll be looking for,
You'll be wasting your time looking for VE and VD where you are not supposed to look.
Because I'll be taking it for KD and
I don't know, we are
That's
used to that formula.
You are used to that formula, eh?
So me, the first, if I'm solving question, I have to look for B and B.
No, it's not all the time. Semi-emphasizes are. So let's go. The new work. So now 60 million for equity, 40 million for debt, still adding together 10 point.
10.38. Sorry.
Confirm. So
come back again.
So that is it about the work, the new, and then the old. Remember I told you that work will certainly be examined in the exam hall. So you've got to be on the lookout for and find out how you can do the various
I need to see the structure of the question.
theory. It says, discuss how the shareholders of COINCO can assess the extent to which they face the following risks, explaining in each case the nature of the risks being assessed. So what is business risks? What is business risks? Business risks is the risk that arises due to the operations, the nature of the company's what? Business operations. That's business risks. The risk that arises due to the nature of the company's business operations. That's business risks. That's business risks. That's it. Then, financial risks. What's financial risks? It's a risk that arises due to the use of debt finance or debt as a source of finance. It's a risk that arises due to the use of debt as a source of finance. Due to the use of debt as a source of finance. So, when we are using debt instead of equity or more debt, that means that financial risk comes as a result of what? The capital structure. So like in this question, if you check, you will see that in the second scenario, or when the capital structure changed to 60-40, the gearing ratio of the company will also what? Increase. Because equity, debt is now what? 40%. That is financial risk. When you use debt as your source of finance, it changes the capital structure, and the risk you face is what we call financial risk. The last one is systematic risk. Usually we say that systematic risk is the sum of business risk and finance risk. The systematic risk is the sum of business risk and finance risk. Systematic risk is the sum of business risk and finance risk. In other words, systematic risk is the risk that remains after a shareholder has diversified investment. After a shareholder has diversified in investment. You see, this is the idea about these three things. Now, if you are a shareholder, what will motivate you to invest in an insurance company or in an education company? Yes? What? Their dividend. But beyond their dividend, what else can we talk about? Because the risk involved in the insurance business is different from the risk in the what? Education business. Are you getting the idea? Somebody will go for insurance as well. So you can diversify and reduce the business risk as an investor, so that you can decide to invest in some high investment and some other what? Low risky industries. So you can diversify the business risk. For the finance risk, it's about the capital structure of the company. So when the company is going to borrow, the company is using debt to finance, that means that the company's gearing ratio is also going to what? Increase. Now, the effect of these two is what we refer to as what? The systematic what? Risk, which is your business risk and then your financial what? risk. So when we put the two effects together, that gives you the systematic risk. However, you see, even though you can diversify to reduce the business risk, you cannot solve the issue about what? The financial risk. That is why I gave you that second sentence, that systematic risk is a risk that remains after the shareholder or after a shareholder has diversified investments in their portfolio. That is what I told you. So it is a risk that remains after a shareholder has diversified their investment portfolio, has diversified investments in a portfolio. So you can diversify business risks, but financial risks, you can't do anything about it. Indeed, when you deal with the business risk by your diversification, what will be left in the various companies because of their gearing is what we refer to as what? A systematic risk. So this is also something that you need to do, or you need to read about these things. So there you go about that. Boom, we good. Any question, please, on that? Any question? Say all you do it. Send me a question for.
It's finished to me.
Yanye Mila all class. Yanye Mila all class. And I know there. He didn't come. And the working capital management, cash.
You know, some of the guys killed it. Also, I was coming from. Interest.
I'm saying before we did the risk management.
Yes.
So that was coming from that side.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't come.
He didn't come in. Okay, so let's go to question 4. Question 4 basically is on working capital management. So question 4 is on working capital management. So let's go through it. Plotco, that's the name of the company. So Plotco sells both product P and product Q, with sales of both products occurring evenly throughout the year. Product P, the annual demand for product P is 300,000 units. And now I want you to listen to this question carefully because grammar is very important. The annual demand for product P is what? 300,000 units. And an order for new inventory is placed when? Each month. What does it mean? Are you getting the idea? You divide by 12, which is what you didn't do. So that brought foul. Each order costs how much? It means in the year, how many orders will we make? 12 orders. So the A now say, calculate the total ordering cost, no? What will be the ordering cost? 12 times the 267. Now we are EOQ here. I tricked you. So let's go. Let's continue. The cost of holding product P in inventory is 10 cents per unit per year. Buffer inventory equals to what? 40% of 1 month's sales is maintained. Now what is buffer inventory? What's buffer inventory? That's minimum stock level. Another name for buffer inventory is minimum stock level. It means at every point in time, we must have that stock there. Are you getting it? No matter how our inventory is changing, at every point in time, that minimum buffer must always be there. And it is what? 40% of 1 month's sales. Product Q. The annual demand for product Q is 456,000 units per year. And Plotco buys in this product at $1 per unit. 60 days credit. The supplier has offered an early settlement discount of 1% for settlement of invoices within what? 30 days. Other information. Plotco finances working capital with short-term finance costing 5% per year. Assume that there are 365 days in each year. Required. Calculate the following values for product P. And what was the value there? I. Total cost of the current ordering policy. Let's go. So A product B. Or say there.
I want it.
Opening. Opening. Now, the total cost of ordering, the total cost of the current ordering policy. So, what do we say was the current ordering policy? Every month. So, 12 months times how much? 267. What do we have? 3204. So that's the ordering cost. But you know, we are calculating total cost, and total cost is ordering cost plus what? Holding cost. So we need to get a holding cost concept. Now, how do we get a holding cost from the question? We are told that every month the company makes an order of how much? Oh, sorry, the year the company makes an order of 300,000, isn't it? So monthly orders will be what? Monthly orders will be 300,000, right? Divided by 12. That will give us 25,000. Now listen carefully. Why do we need this? We need this because we are told that the company must keep a buffer inventory of how much? 40% of what? 40% of 1 month sales. So we need 1 month sales or the monthly sales so that we can now get 40% of that. What we got? 10,000. Now, so this is the buffer inventory. This thing has to be in store all the time. Okay? This inventory has to be in store all the time. What's the name? I fell. Maybe one. So let's go. After that, now what is the formula for holding cost? Q over 2 times what? Holding cost per unit, right? So what is the Q here? The Q here is the quantity. And the quantity here is how much? The 25,000, the monthly thing. Or the order, the quantity we order anytime we are placing an order. So that will give us average inventory. And that will be the 25,000 divided by 2. And that will be what? 12,500. Now listen. Holding cost is the same as storage cost. And buffer need what? And we will just do it like this and then multiply it by the holding cost per unit and go away. But I've told you that the buffer inventory means the minimum stock we are supposed to have every time. Hence,